Now, with our hero celebrating his second gym victory against Misty, the tomboyish mermaid, he now proceeds to speak with this cop. Team Rocket was robbed! Wait, no. Team Rocket did the robbing from these poor innocent people that we don't know, and probably never will. Oh, here they are. My god, this place looks like hell. Team Rocket must be trying to dig their way into no good. Those miserable rockets. Look what they've done to my house. They stole a TM for teaching Pokemon how to dig. I was going to teach it to a Mankey or a Sandshrew. I want to punch him in the face. Oh my god, there's the rocket. Are our Pokemon even in order? Alright, let's move She-Hulk up front, because I think she needs some points. Hey, stay out, it's not your yard. Huh? Me? I'm an innocent bystander. Don't you believe me? I could think of a witty joke right now, but I'm a bit too tired to think of one on the fly. So here we go. Bringing out a matchup at level 17. And we're gonna double kick it. And of course, She-Hulk does not know the meaning of offense. So it's gonna do like nothing. Thankfully, we have poison points, and that's all the offense She-Hulk really needs. Alright, what else we got? Okay. Scratch, and it's gonna lure us. Okay. Doesn't matter much, because anything it's gonna do is just gonna end with it, like, basically saying farewell to life. I can't talk tonight. I recorded something else earlier, so that's kind of why I'm, like, out of it today. It wasn't anything related to my Pokemon stuff. That's why I feel so out of it. Like, it was mostly you'll find out in the future. It doesn't have anything to do with my channel though, so maybe you won't find out in the future unless I point it out to you so blatantly that you just have to know what it is. But you know, whatever. You don't have to find out. I could just, I don't know. But anyway, that is the explanation for why I am, what did I say, out of it today. And it was as of recently that I had been granted the opportunity to see the episode of Yoshi's Island that I participated in with I guess good friend of mine. Like I consider him a good friend. Generation JG. He is just awesome. He does this Yoshi's Island thing where he interviews a whole bunch of other Let's Players, and it was just so fun to do. You know, it's like when it feels good to not be the player once in a while, but to watch how other people do it. Because I mean, I'm not Let's Playing Yoshi's Island, and I don't think I will be. But it was just so fun to see how differently, or how, well, not really how differently, because he was on a level that I'd never been to. Sorry for everyone who loves Yoshi's Island, but I never made it past World 2. As a kid, anyway. Let's get back to Pokemon. Shall we? No. We shouldn't, because this is just a status battle at this point. It's really hard to think of stuff at this moment, because my mind's just like racing from all the different stuff that's been happening lately. Like a whole bunch of stuff has been just either choosing not to work or choosing to work. It's different things deciding to work at the different times. It's not really bad luck, but it's not really good luck either. It's kind of like neutral. And we got TM28 from this rocket guy. We now have the move that the guy inside the building was talking about, aka Dig, which is going to be an essential move for when we get to like Vermilion City and stuff, and even when we go into caves, because especially caves like what is it called, Rock Tunnel, which we'll be going to later on, like after we get cut and stuff. Oh, I forgot to go down that route. Oh, let me do that right now. The reason I want to go down that little center place is for two reasons. One, there's one Pokemon here that I haven't caught yet that I really want to catch. Not for the team, but just because, yes. Oh, two Pokemon. I forgot about Bellsprout. Bellsprout's the exclusive grass type for Leaf Green. Whereas Oddish is for, Fire Red. That's why, like, if you search them on the Pokedex, you'll get plenty of areas for Bellsprout, but you'll get nothing for Oddish. And it's like they do that with every Pokemon game. Every version's got its exclusives. I like the idea of exclusives. It's just that when you want to get a lot of the Pokemon in the game, it's really difficult when you're playing one of the older games and you don't have anyone else who plays around you. Alright, this should catch Bellsprout. I mean, it's maybe level 15, but we're the coolest. See, we just caught it. One thing I'm kind of stopping at the moment is nicknaming, because I mean it's really difficult to think of a lot of these names on the fly. I mean, the ones that I got, I was just like, this is perfect. But I mean, if it's a Pokemon I'm not going to use in the team, or I'm not really considering using ever, it's really hard to think of a name that'll attach to it. Oh my god. Every time I see a Meowth, please tell me that people agree with me when I say this. The Team Rocket motto just, like, pops into your head. Like, I don't care if it's a talking Meowth or not, a cartoon Meowth or an in-game Meowth. I just want to hear it say, Meowth, that's right! God, I would say that I'm just gonna stop talking, but then that would cut this episode short and we haven't even accomplished anything yet. Okay, so we got Meowth. Like I said, we're not gonna nickname anything unless it's going to be in our team, or unless I'm considering putting in the team. Really, it's bleh. Alright, She-Hulk, I just realized that you're, like, near death. Or fainting. Alright, is there anything in this area left? I think we caught, it's a Meowth and Bellsprout. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else. Like, I really can't think of anything else that works in these areas. You don't really have too much Pokemon access this early in the game. Alright, this guy is perfect. We want to raise a Pokemon. And the Pokemon we want to raise is Madam She-Hulk. Yeah, Madam She-Hulk, because, I mean, Freebutter is going to stick with us for a while. I mean, they both need training, but She-Hulk just has no offensive side. So it's really difficult for us to fully train it without having to resort to the old switcheroo strategy. And I do not want to do that. I really don't. Especially not at these levels where every Pokemon is evened up. No, I am debating, like I still kind of am, about swapping it in for Nidoran. Or, well, Nidoran male, I should say. Because Nidoking is pretty cool, you know, but I think for now I'd like to keep the 5th slot of the team open, like open to suggestion. If you have a suggestion for a 6th party member, like I already have a general team in mind, but I'm not sure. Alright, this guy is not going to let us pass to get into Vermilion City until we give him or one of his little cohorts around the city a drink. Nidoran, oh, this girl has a Nidoran male and she wants to trade us a Nidoran female for it. Underground path. There's literally nothing here unless, I think, if you have the item finder, which we're not going to be getting for a while. What do you got? Yeah, that girl was basically pointing out that there are items in there, but we can't really get to them unless we know exactly where they are or whatever. Alright, and like I said, noticed that little invisible Pokeball spot, and we got a citrus berry out of it. Alright. So, it's just so weird to have 5 Pokemon now instead of 6. Alright, we'll keep Excalibur up front. I know I gave them I know I gave them nicknames, but I'm still gonna try and call them their actual Pokemon name. I love the nicknames that I picked so far, but it's hard to look at a Pikachu and not call it Pikachu, unless you're looking at like Richie's Pikachu from the TV show. In which case, the only time that thing was on screen, the only name you ever heard from it was Sparky. It's bleh. That's what I'm going to say. I'm going to keep using that word, and no, I'm not really going to use that word. Alright, so, bug catchers, same as usual. Excalibur's level 18, and we're sending out DJ Monkey to take out Caterpie. Why? Because we have Mega Punch, so we don't care. Plus, Caterpie has, like, no defense. So, it all works out. And Caterpie is down, and we're not going to get really many points. I mean, one thing I discovered is that Caterpie gives us more experience points than Weedle, which I find very strange, because, I mean, if you look at them, Weedle is technically the more lethal one. Because, I mean, if you try and Mega Punch that thing in the head, you're going to get stung. Be it unintentionally, but, whatever. I guess it's all good overall. I have no problems with it. Alright, so is there anything new in this grass? Like, I kinda want there to be. Pidgey level 15, not bad. Guess we can zap it up a little, get us a little free experience. Excalibur, and I can't wait until you learn Thunderbolt. This Thundershock is very pitiful. I mean, it's good until you get to the levels we're at now. Because, I mean, at this point, we want to have more oomph in our attacks. Excuse me, this is a private conversation. I don't even know the voice I used for that. Okay. This girl, pretty weak. Rattata, we know what to do with that. Karate Chop. And it's out in one shot. I believe... Let's see, what does it say? Pikachu. So, well, I don't know who to put out. Guess we'll go for Ivysaur, because Ivysaur needs some screen time, damn it. Alright. So it sends out the Pikachu, and we're all like, hey Pikachu, sup? And it's gonna paralyze us because it's an annoying little Pikachu. One thing you'll notice about things like Pikachu, Butterfree, or whatever later on in the game, if it has a status changing move, you should expect to see that first. Mostly paralysis and poison. And most often when we get paralyzed or poisoned, we're not gonna have our magical paralyze heals or antidotes on us. Why? Because who wants to use that money? Really? No. Cracked voice. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. Okay, Camper Ricky sent out Squirtle. Alright, we're gonna use Mega Punch. We're gonna get this. Squirtle, use Bubble! Squirtle! You may have assumed this from the past, 3 episodes, but I do love the animated series. I'm never gonna get over it. It's just amazing. I don't care how bad the voice acting is, how bad the voice acting has gotten. It's just so awesome. And I've noticed this is probably the 3rd episode in general that I've kind of said I'm gonna talk about one thing and then talk about everything else except that one thing. And I'm doing it right now. Right, so we got a bug catcher here. He's pretty ballin'. He's infamous for his level 20 Butterfree. Because this is a huge source of experience if you have Pokemon that can beat it. The unfortunate thing is that, the super fortunate thing, and unfortunate at the same time, is its move set. Its 4 moves are exactly as follows, and I'm not even BSing you guys. Stun Spore, Sleep Powder, Poison Powder, and Supersonic. It'll always strike with one of the powders first, and then shoot you with Supersonic to make you get double the pain. Believe me, it is more annoying when you are confused and paralyzed than when you're confused and poisoned. Because it's like, okay, I'm confused, but I'm going to still do stuff. And then when you try and do stuff, you get the paralysis. Or when it's like, it's just so stupid. I mean, I love the strategy itself, because I mean we've done that before ourselves, kind of, like to an extent. It would be that we use God, what do we use? With Ivysaur, Sleep Powder, Leech Seed, you know. And then here's the perfect example that just happened. Freebutter's confused, and it hurts itself. Or when it doesn't hurt itself, it's gonna be all like, oh, we're confused, but we're paralyzed. Except in this rare case where we actually got our Sleep Powder off, which is awesome. Which means we can be cool. Do we have anything that heals? Okay, we have a paralyzed heal. We have 1. Okay, now we have none. So, Freebutter, you better do something. Come on, let's get this confusion off. Please, 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 please. Yes. Freebutter, you still have some value. Now, if only that did a lot more damage. Okay, this is fine. Because it's just poison, which means that we're not going to be double cancelled. And we snapped out of confusion, and then that is it. If you ever battle this guy, the main thing to notice is that once he gets you with one status, one of the powders, the only other attack he's going to use is Supersonic. Like, and because it's basically just what we were doing with the powders. With the Sleep Powder. Wait until they wake up, and then undo it. And then redo it. Like, rinse and repeat. So thankfully we had an antidote left. So Freebutter's all good. Alright, anything now? Alright, I guess we gotta face these guys sometime. Excalibur's down for the count. We're gonna send Freebutter up front because he's still a level below the norm. And we're gonna quote-unquote play with this little girl. Picnica Isabelle. And she's got a Pidgey. Interesting. Which means this battle is already going in anything but our favor. So we got our infamous Sleep Powder off. We're gonna combo it into Confusion, because, you know, that's just what we do. How much damage are we gonna do? Okay, almost half. That's fine. That's actually what we need. Because, I mean, if it gets less than half, it means that, like, I guess, actually, I don't know. I wish it did more than half. Haha. Alright, so we're almost at level 18. She's gonna send out another Pidgey, but I want someone else to get in here. Or rather, like, because, I mean, I don't know. I guess Freebutter kind of works. I mean, I meant to press A, but, you know, B button decided to derp. Okay. I don't like this game controller, but I love the Game Boy Player. So don't get those mixed up. Please don't. I love the Game Boy Player. It's a beautiful accessory for the GameCube, and it lets me be able to do this and really get into the game. It's like on the emulator, you guys might have felt in the first couple episodes I really couldn't get into the game. But it's because of this. I have this thing where if I'm not playing a physical copy of a game, I can't get into it. It's like a better way to sum it up would be like with Leaf Green. I couldn't get into it for the first 4 episodes because that was on an emulator. I got a Game Boy Player forever ago, and I got a couple games for it. None of which I was ready to Let's Play at the time. Then, because I got annoyed at the emulator, because it kept deleting my Mount Moon footage and whatever, so I could never get past that point. So I went back and, like, not really deleted that footage, but, I bought a brand new copy. Well, not brand new, because brand new would be like 50, 100 bucks. I, purchased a used copy off of eBay, because I've discovered the magical world of eBay. And it works. More of that voice cracking. It works beautifully, as you can see here. It works perfectly with the the Game Boy player, and I could not have asked for a better copy of this game. That is to say, I've also gotten a couple of other games off of eBay because of my experiences with Leaf Green. And I'm hoping that eventually I find the perfect way to introduce them to you all without actually saying what they are. Because at least one of the two games that I got, I really do want to Let's Play, but I've already got Leaf Green here, and then I've got Wind Waker on like a temporary hold, as I said. So I can focus more on Leaf Green. And that would just seem totally hypocritical of me to say I want to focus on just Leaf Green and then start up a whole new project, you know? I mean, it would be cool for people who like variety, but not necessarily considering the other game that I wanted to play. If you're watching this and you do like you did like the 2 episodes of Wind Waker that are already up, the Wind Waker will not be canceled. I'm not canceling that, because I do love it. I love the game. It's what's not fun about Wind Waker. There's really nothing bad to say about Wind Waker. It's one of the most fun Zelda games I've ever played. Skyward. I played Skyward Sword. I love Skyward Sword. But being able to complete Wind Waker is just beautiful. Anyway, we made it to Vermilion City after, years of me ranting. So, we have 2 dead Pokemon. We're gonna go heal them up. And, just a recap, we did get rid of She-Hulk for now. But that's just so she can level up a little bit, without me having to do stupid kinds of training with her. Alright, so, in the next episode of Leaf Green, which will be episode 12... Yeah, this is episode 11, so episode 12. Look forward to shenanigans involving Vermilion City. I'm not even lying. I don't want to do St. Anne just yet, because there's still so much in Vermilion City and the routes around it to do, that I think doing St. Anne in the next episode would just be kind of okay, you're just plowing through the story kind of thing. Yeah, we grinding really takes time. But yeah, next episode will be Vermilion Shenanigans and other assorted areas. And I think that's it. So, thank you guys for watching, and anything you want to say, Believe? Clearly not. Alright, I will see you next time, guys.